Hey guys, welcome to Jurassic Room. I'm trying to speak a little louder for this video. So you're just scrolling around, you can see the puffers swimming around in that tank if you can. Watching Impractical Jokers right now. Dang it, it's gotta hurt. Belly flopping. Spud's in his bowl right now. The turtles are swimming around. Gecko is laying there. Toothless is swimming around his tank. The Spook is swimming around his tank. Nira knocked over her box, so I gotta flip that back over. Oracle is sitting right there. Caesar is on his log, and Crone's up there, and Pokey is right there drinking water. So anyway, guys, I want to do this video. Now, check out Screen Junkies. Their movie fights and all that. Their on-trailer is very funny. I'm going to be doing a reaction to their Jungle Book one, because the Jungle Book is out today, actually, the 30th. And I cannot wait to get that on Blu-ray to watch it again. I love the Jungle Book, and I really want to see a few of those scenes again, because, you know, at a drive-in... Hold on. Sorry. It can be hard to see sometimes. But... Dadgummit, I forgot what I was saying now. I really want to see that movie. Darn it, I completely forgot everything. Check out Screen Junkies, their movie fights and all that. Very funny. And, you know, I was watching their one thing, and it was, they were choosing their cast for Justice League Dark. Now, J-Roar just, let me point over here. J-Roar did a video on this. You know that, besides the animated movie that's coming out this year, which I cannot wait for, I want to see, you know, Swamp Thing, definitely. I can't wait to see that. We will be getting a live-action Justice League Dark movie. Now, if you don't know what Justice League Dark is, it's basically the darker and more supernatural characters, like Etrigan, the Demon, Swamp Thing, which is my favorite, one of my favorite DC characters. And actually, that's what I want to talk about. I've got top 10 videos coming out. I'm going to start editing them together and all that. I have got my favorite DC and Marvel characters, so y'all better know that for me. I'm going to do a top 8 or top 10 dinosaur movies. I'm also going to do the top 5 best Jurassic World toys, you know, because I can't do 10. Top 10 worst Jurassic Park toys, which includes them from all toy lines. And the top 10 best Jurassic Park franchise toys. So anyway, so now that y'all know about that, they did a thing for, you know, their cast, and they had some good points in there. Go watch the original video if you want to see their lists. Screw Mark, the one guy, because he was crapping on Jurassic World a lot. Screw him. It's an awesome movie. And they crapped on him, saying it was way more successful. But anyway, I got to thinking, you know, this is just the 5 more, you know, big characters from Justice League Dark, which I wanted to do my character list for. And I've already got my character on my cast list on here. Now, sorry, I forgot. What Justice League Dark is, you know, the supernatural characters. Etrigan the Demon, Swamp Thing, Dead Man, John Constantine, Zatanna, a few others, Madame Xanadu, and, you know, them. I hear them roaming around, so they might be popping in a minute. So, I want to do this real quick. My first character, now I should actually be doing this as a playthrough, but I'm not. For Swamp Thing, I think that rather than just one voice, you know, one character to play as him, you know, one character, I think it'd be cool if we saw 2 characters to portray him. Like how Lou Ferrigno was as the Hulk, and then you got, not Bill Paxton, Bill, dadgummit, I forget his name. Bill Bixby, I think, was his name, who played as the, you know, Bruce Banner and the Hulk in the original TV show. So if I had to choose I actually got 3 characters, because 2 of them are more like the voice of Swamp Thing rather than, you know, the actual Alec Holland. So, if I had to choose for like one, and I'm doing this as CGI effects because I will be severely ticked off if they do not use CGI for Swamp Thing. I get that, you know, practical effects are probably cheaper, and, you know, they can't pull it off because you had, you know, Swamp Thing TV show way back when, and then Return of Swamp Thing. I want to see Swamp Thing as CGI, though. He better be CGI. I will be so livid if he's not CGI, or you better pull it off real good. Because, you know, like with Killer Croc, I think he should have been a CGI character in Suicide Squad. Because that's just what Swamp Thing is. You know, he has vines everywhere. He's not just, you know, a giant muck man walking around. You know, he's got to be able to move and flex and all that, you know, the roots and stuff on his body. So, to me, he's got to be CGI. Anyway, I agreed with I believe Tony, I forget the actor's name, or, you know, on Screen Junkies his name, I think his name was Tony. I think Matthew McConaughey could do a pretty good job as Alec Holland, or Swamp Thing, because he's also been, you know, he's voiced out for, you know, being a CGI character, you know, motion capture. I think Matthew McConaughey would actually give a certain flair to Alec Holland and Swamp Thing alike. I think that'd be interesting. That's my choice, I would think. Now, however, if he was just Alec Holland and you chose another actor to play as Swamp Thing, I'd be totally game for that as well. So for that, I chose two different actors to do that. And actually, for a long time, I was actually thinking, you know, the one guy said John Cena. I don't think John Cena would do a really good job, to be honest. Even though I like John Cena, I like him, he's Soldier Boy and all that. Or The Rock, but I don't think The Rock has enough character to him. He definitely has character, but not the certain character I want for Swamp Thing. So I would refrain from, you know, wrestling characters and all that, especially if we went the CGI route like I want. I would choose either Vin Diesel or Sylvester Stallone. I think Sylvester Stallone would be a great Swamp Thing, because he's got a certain, you know, he's got the, you know, his speech is just so unique to him. And Vin Diesel, now, I know what you might say, well, he played as Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's basically a walking tree. Now, I would agree with you on some point, but Vin Diesel is, in Guardians of the Galaxy, all he says is, I am Groot, and then we are Groot. That's all he says is, I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. That's all he says. So let's give him, you know, a better... I think he could do the part well if you gave him more script. I think Vin Diesel would be a really cool voice actor for Swamp Thing. Or Sylvester Stallone. I think they both could really give a certain flair and tone to him. A sort of... That's what I look for in Swamp Thing. Sort of deeper, yet somewhat elegant, and yet also kind of brutish, you know, tough guy. Something like that. And that's what both of these guys can do. I can't really picture Matthew McConaughey giving a really big voice, though, to Swamp Thing. It'd end up kind of like the old Swamp Thing show. However, that was a good show, though, to me. The old live-action one. And then Swamp Thing, the animated series. Swamp Thing, you are amazing. The old 80s cartoon, which had only like 7 episodes. Why did they do that? It was an awesome TV show. Anyway, we're going to move on from Swamp Thing. And we are going to move on to John Constantine. Now, they have some pretty good choices for John Constantine. I would not pick Shia LaBeouf as John Constantine. Not really a good choice for me. I would choose Sam Worthington. And Sam Worthington, you know, he's got somewhat of a comedic point to him, but he's also a very serious in tone. And that's what I want from John Constantine. kind of a douchebag, yet, you know, very serious, you know, to that point. I think Sam Worthington would do a good job at this. Because he's, you know, from Avatar and Clash and Wrath of the Titans and all that. I think he would do a really good job. Now, as Zatanna, I chose Penelope Cruz. I think she could give a certain flair and I'm trying to think of how to put her as Zatanna. I think she would just do the part real well. I was trying to, for Zatanna, I was thinking, well, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go with a, you know, white actress in this, at this point. I would lean more towards, you know, a more ethnic character for Zatanna to give her more character in this point. Because I am lenient with that on ethnicity. And at some points, you know, I'm not so much for like Mary Jane and Spider-Man, but Zatanna, I think, would have, you know, be really good with this. And Penelope Cruz, I think, would do really good as playing as Zatanna. As Deadman, now Deadman I don't really know a whole much about. I need to do my studying up on Deadman. I know just about every other character except Deadman that much, which doesn't take much. I can usually read about the character for about an hour, and then I'm an expert for life. I chose, you know, because from what I know about him, he's kind of energetic and serious, you know, adds kind of a little comedic charm to him. I chose Michael B. Jordan. You know, he played as Human Torch in Fantastic Four. I liked him in Creed. I liked him in Fantastic Four. Terrible movie. Thought he was great, though. So I think it'd be interesting to see him as Deadman. I think it'd be really cool to give him that chance. You know, there's really not much I can say other than I'd like to see him play the part. Now, these are just the 6 characters. We don't know if they'll throw in another character like Zatara or Madame Xanadu, or, you know, who other characters they might show in this movie. I would prefer that they show, you know, a few less characters in Suicide Squad, only because they'd give a little more character development and all that. So as Etrigan, now as Etrigan, he will be a CGI character. There is no doubt about that. Warner Bros. Better not make him a practical effects. I want him in his full glory. You know, I'm Christian, so I don't root for demons, but I root for Etrigan because he is awesome. He was one of King Arthur's knights. He betrayed him, and he was cursed to be a demon for the rest of his life on Earth. So he's a really cool character, and then he's got a cool line.
Gone, the form of man, lies the demon Etrigan.
Hopefully that came through. Anyway, so I thought more of voice than actual portrayal. So, and this actor has played in DC characters before and did a relatively good job. However, he didn't, you know, he wasn't in true spotlight. He didn't really represent the character as, you know, as in the comics, because of course, you know, the Nolan films are very different. I chose Liam Neeson as Etrigan. I can imagine Liam Neeson spouting the lines, "Gone, the form of man, lies the demon Etrigan." I can picture him in this role so well, and this is probably the biggest actor I would want playing this. It would be so awesome if they could do it. I think he would be so awesome in this part. And I'm pretty fond of my list. I think I did pretty good. I'm going off of, you know, enough comedic charm to make it, you know, charming. However, a lot of these characters are good enough to play in serious tone, which is what Justice League Dark is. And other than that, I can't really say anything else. I cannot wait for the animated movie to come out to get a better feel of them. I need to look up more about Deadman to see that I did do a good choice for him. I should have done a playthrough on this, but I didn't. But anyway, it is 12:10 right now. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. What y'all think of my list? And if y'all enjoyed the Justice League Dark like I do, hit me in the comment section. See who y'all would choose for your list. Check out Screen Junkies channel where they did the movie fights and all that I was inspired to do this list on. Only because I'm so into Justice League Dark and the project, and they gave me a really... I was already toying with the idea, but they kind of set it off for me to do this. And I've also got another video coming soon, not tonight, but soon, talking about Spider-Man Homecoming, and, you know, there's supposed to be 3 different villains, again. However, they're going to be minor villains, which I like. It's going to be minor instead of major villains, like in Ultimate, or, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is a horrible movie. Amazing Spider-Man 1 was a bad movie to me. The only thing I liked in Amazing Spider-Man, in those 2 movies, in fact, was the Lizard. The Lizard was awesome to me. I love the character, and I love the portrayal. I love the creature. But, we'll have Vulture, Tinkerer, and Shocker in this movie, so I'm going to be talking about that. Or at least, this is what's floating around. Then I have top 10s, and we'll start writing and scripting and all that. Anyway, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Oh, one more thing. I forget the name of my, the commenter, but he commented on the King Kong Toys video. And I will be doing a review of the King Kong Walmart exclusive making of book, which I forgot to include in that video, so I will be doing a Jurassic reading of that soon as well. And anyway, thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.